is in the form of a question I asked my friend the Spook in Newport Beach one day. I said, how come it's so easy for me to like figure this out? It's writing in corporation papers. I'm a business journalist. I mean, that's what I used to do, sift through stuff like that. How come it's so easy to spot? And he said, deflating my ego, he said, because they don't even bother to hide it. Well, if you control the press, you don't have to bother to hide it. But if it's there and I can find it, you can too. Because I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, despite what I might think. You know, I half seriously think what we need is for a lot of social activists to become investigative journalists. You know, a major author, and I'm not one, came and spent a month with me in Venice just before Christmas. And he's doing a book for Random House next year, and it will contain confirmation of most of the stuff I've just told you, only he won't mention my name very often, which is okay. But I asked this guy, what would have happened if instead of 7 years after 9/11, he had shown up 7 weeks after 9/11? Things would be different. So we have to, and I told him, because he wanted everything I had and I was happy to give it to him, and then I told him, I said, you go to Hamburg and you find out what Muhammad Atta was doing there for 6 years, and you come back and you tell us. And somebody asked me earlier, what about Muhammad Atta in Portsmouth, Maine? Where was he? Portsmouth or Portland? I don't know. But it's pretty odd that he was there. What I heard anecdotally was they had a girlfriend there. I mean, one of y'all could have gone and found out. It wouldn't have been that hard. You could have gone to the hotel and you could have talked to the same people the FBI talked to. Did he have any visitors in the room? And we might have some pretty interesting stuff to tell today. The biggest thing I wanted to find out about 9/11, see, I was stuck in Venice, which was fine. But the biggest story about 9/11 that I found of interest that I wasn't able to pursue was in San Diego, where an FBI confidential informant housed 2 of the terrorists, who Senator Hicks was talking about earlier, and somehow neglected to inform his FBI handlers who he had living under his roof. And this man was identified in every newspaper article that's been written about him. There've been a bunch, because Florida Senator Bob Graham made a point of it. He was identified in every story about it as a retired English professor at San Diego State. Well, is there anything more harmless than a retired English professor from a second-rate state college? There's not. A buddy of mine died in Newport Beach, and I went out for his funeral, so I was there anyway. I went down for 3 days to San Diego, and I discovered that this guy who was an FBI confidential informant that housed 2 of the terrorists, he wasn't a professor of anything. He had never taught at San Diego State. He had bought a phony online degree from the same place that John Gray did, the author of Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. A book you'd have never heard about if not for CIA fixer Adnan Khashoggi, who purchased John Gray a long time ago. And this FBI confidential informant named Abu Satr Sheikh, that Abu Satr Sheikh wasn't even his real name. When the Joint